Welcome to our January 2015 Pinebrook Market Update. I'm Ron Wilstein, a broker at Keller Williams Luxury Properties Worldwide in Park City, Utah. I'm going to share with you three things today. Number one, I'm going to give you a quick overview of what's been happening in the Park City real estate market. Secondly, we're going to look at the Pinebrook neighborhood in particular and focusing on the number of sales and property values compared to the previous year. And then thirdly, we're going to look at the impact that Vail Resorts has had on the real estate market after purchasing the Park City Mountain Resort. So with that in mind, let's hop right into it. The Park City real estate market has been strong and continues to be that way. Over the past 12 months, which represents all of 2014, since we are now in January of 2015, there's been 1,359 sales. Now this consists of homes, condominiums, and vacant land, and this is all real estate brokerages combined. That's actually down by 28 sales, or 2%, from the previous year's number of sales. We break it down more specifically. We see that the number of homes is down slightly, condos are up, and lots are about unchanged. Excuse me. Home sales, there were 575 sales the previous year during the January through December of 2014. It dropped to 514 sales, an 11% decline. That is in part due to just a lack of inventory of single-family homes in the Park City area, however. Condos are up by 6%, climbing from 604 sales to 638 this past 12-month period, and lots relatively unchanged, 208 lot sales to 207. What's happening in prices? This is what everyone wants to know. When we look at the median home sold price, this is all of Park City, and we've broken it into two main categories: Park City city limits and then the Snyderville Basin. Of course, Pinebrook is in the Snyderville Basin. You see that the median sold price for single-family homes in the city limits is $1,300,000. That's actually up 5% from the previous year's median price of $1,235,000. In the Snyderville Basin, home prices are up by 10% from $703,000 to this past 12-month period, $775,000. Shifting to condominiums in the city limits is up 8%, climbing from the previous year's median price of $490,000, now up to $529,000. And condominiums in the Snyderville Basin up 11%, from $325,000 to now $361,950 as the median sold price. Finally, as we turn our attention to lots, in the city limits, it's unchanged. The median sold price remained at $550,000. Keep in mind that there's limited inventory of vacant land in the city limits, not a lot of sales to go by. Whereas in the Snyderville Basin, where there's more lot opportunities available both in Pinebrook and other areas, the property values actually rose by 20% for vacant land, from $275,000 to now $330,000. And that is in part because of the lack of single-family homes being available. Many buyers have turned to vacant land to build the home that they want, and that in turn has driven up prices. Now let's turn our attention to the Pinebrook real estate market in particular. Home sales in Pinebrook, in terms of number of sales, are actually down by 35% over last year's number of sales. 2013 was quite robust for Pinebrook. It's a good year after a previous slower year before that with 52 sales. Actually dropped to 34 in 2014. That's a 35% drop. Again, driven quite a bit by the lack of inventory for buyers to purchase. But the good news is Pinebrook homes are selling at a very nice pace. One sale for every 11 days. That's a very rapid number of transactions. Currently, there's 12 homes on the market in Pinebrook, which equates to a 4-month inventory of sales. Typically, even market between buyers and sellers is about a 6-month inventory in major cities. Resort areas about 9 months. So this positively favors sellers. Selling prices in Pinebrook have ranged from a low of $390,000 all the way up to $1,220,000, making the median sold price $720,000. Now that is up 14% over the previous year's value which was 633,600, up 14% now to 720. So between the Park City market overall and Pinebrook in particular, a good appreciation in terms of property values. Lot sales in Pinebrook are up by 25% over the previous year, climbing from 8 to now 10 sales. So 2 sales would push you up 25% if you had 8 the year before. Lots are selling at a pace of 1 sale every 37 days. And their current inventory of lots is about 16, which equates to about a 19-month inventory. So while the lot market in Pinebrook has improved, there's quite a few lots available on the market, so it would take a while for those to be absorbed by the current number of buyers out there. The price ranges for the lots in Pinebrook have ranged from $119,000 all the way up to $330,000, and the medium sold price is $149,000. That's actually down by 7% from the previous year's medium sold price, which was $161,000. Now, if you're interested in receiving a printout of the homes and the lots that make up the data that I've just summarized here, send me an email to ron@thewilsteinteam.com and just say, watch the webinar, send me Pinebrook data, and we'll send that out to you by email, or if you want it mailed, give us your mailing address, of course. We're happy to provide you with that. Then you could actually look at the specifics on the homes that sold and the vacant land that sold. I want to just take a moment to show you how you can get information on the Pinebrook market anytime that you wish. And the best way to start is just bookmark our website, viewparkcityrealestate.com/Pinebrook, or thewilsteinteam.com/Pinebrook. It would take you to the same place. And let me just show you what that looks like on our website. If you went to that address, you'd come to this specific page that I've created for Pinebrook Real Estate. And on this page, there's a number of buttons here. Screen button, you can watch a webinar for an update on the Pinebrook market, which in effect is what you're doing now. But if you go over to this blue button here, it says send me current sales data on the Pinebrook area. And this data will include active listings, solds, pending transactions, and all you do is you actually click on this. It would take you to this form that says current sales data request. You fill in your property address, or if it's a condo, the name of the condo, the details there, your contact information. And in the comment section here, if you happen to have any questions that you specifically want me to address, just type them in there and go to the green button, click that, and that will send me a quick email, and I will get back to you with the information you want. So we're happy to send that to you anytime that you're interested in it. Now let's move on to the Vail, what we call the Vail factor on Park City Real Estate. Vail Resorts acquired Park City Mountain Resort in the middle of September and made the announcement. It was great news all around, and there's been additional news since then. If you're interested in a kind of a full-blown explanation of what had occurred, feel free to go to the October 2014 Park City Market Talk webinar that we do, or you can go directly, just go to thewilsteinteam.com/Vail-PCMR, all lowercase, and that would take you to a webinar where we covered in detail all the excitement around Vail and PCMR. The good news is Vail Resorts taking over PCMR means that there will be many improvements at the resort, which will in turn be beneficial for the entire Park City community. Vail paid $182.5 million for Park City Mountain Resort, and they now control 2 out of the 3 resorts in Park City, Canyons of course being the other one. Vail most recently announced that they plan to invest $50 million in the next 12 months into PCMR and Canyons Resort, so huge improvements there, and we report on that during our regular webinars. Another benefits that have come as a result of this acquisition is Vail's Epic Pass is now usable at PCMR. This is a pass that is available at all Vail resorts in the U.S. and in limited use outside the country. But that single pass is now good at the Canyons Resort for the current ski season as well as PCMR. So with one pass, you can ski both resorts. In addition, Vail intends to connect PCMR and the canyons for the 2015-2016 ski season, creating the largest single ski resort in the United States with over 7,000 skiable acres. So people are pretty excited about that. But what does this mean for the Park City real estate market? A friend of mine, Rick Klein, who is a private mortgage banker at Wells Fargo Home Mortgage, took a look at this, and he likes to look at statistics, see what the market is doing, and I want to share with you what Rick has shared with me about the effect of Vail's purchase on the Park City real estate market. This graph here shows you what occurred. The announcement that Vail was buying PCMR occurred on September 11th of 2014, and this graph here tracks the number of sales from September 12th, the next day, all the way through to the end of October. So it's approximately a month and a half, but the month and a half immediately following the announcement, we're looking at 2012, 2013, 2014, and the purple lower box, light purple, is vacant land, number of sales. The more maroonish color is single family, and then condominiums is the light yellow. And you can see that there was a natural progression from 2012 to 2013, but after the announcement, it was huge. It jumped quite a bit. And what we saw in essence is that the number of pending sales, deals that went under contract that were not previously under contract prior to the announcement, rose by 41% during this same period compared to the year before. That's 87 more sales, and if we focus on condominiums in particular, the increase was about 65%. So it definitely stimulated people to move up, and it was helpful for the real estate market. Overall, the confidence in the real estate market has increased following the purchase. It's likely to continue and strengthen in the future. Good prospects down the road. Buyers are also obviously stepping up now and buying properties in Park City. Some were kind of digging their heels in, and then they stepped forward following the announcement. And we expect this to continue, particularly since we're now into the ski season and more people are visiting Park City. Homes and condominiums located near the base of PCMR or canyons are the properties most likely to be positively impacted by Vail's purchase of PCMR. And homes and condominiums located in Park City's residential neighborhoods, Pinebrook of course being one of them, will see a minimum impact on property values as a result, but not quite the same as if the properties were located at the base of the resorts. Good news overall in any case. Now, if you're curious to learn about the value of your home or your lot in Pinebrook, I just want to show you as I conclude now how you can get information on that. Again, I'm just going to take you to my website, BuyParkCityRealEstate.com, and this is the home page or the landing page if you just typed in BuyParkCityRealEstate.com. You scroll down a little bit below the listings, and you'll come to a section entitled Learn What Your Property is Worth in Today's Market. Has a similar fill-in form. You just put in your address, your details. You can check different boxes for things that are available to you, and then click Submit the Form. And if you do that, that's all you need to do, and I will receive that, contact you, and arrange to see your property and provide you with the information that you're interested in. There's no cost, there's no obligation, and our goal is to provide you with good current information, and if that leads you to want to sell your property, certainly we'd love to be considered to help you through the process, but it's not a requirement. We're here to provide good, relevant information. For further news about your neighborhood, the Pinebrook neighborhood, you can go to the Pinebrook Homeowners Association website, pbhoa.org. The homepage looks like this, and it has good information about your neighborhood, so check it out if you haven't in the past. And if you have any questions whatsoever, email me at ron@thewilsteinteam.com, and I'll be happy to answer them. If you want to call back, just include your phone number and a preferred time, and I will be happy to return your inquiry. Finally, let me just mention that every single month we record what we call the Park City Market Update. We update it on the 15th of each month, and we will cover some of the information we covered here about the market in general, and then specific topics that are relevant for the Park City community or the real estate market, and that changes every single month. And so if you want a reminder, just let us know and we'll send you an email with a link to it. With that in mind, thank you for taking the time to watch this webinar. Enjoy the ski season, certainly get out on the slopes, and appreciate your time. Bye-bye.